Hi everyone, I'm Sophiahaberbrock. Today I'm joined by Andrew Mejia and Bryan Santos, the newly elected FUSA President and Vice President. So thank you so much for joining me today. I'm really excited to get to talk to you guys. I definitely want to know about your impressive midnight campaign and just get to know you guys more as people and what your plans are for office. So yeah, thanks for joining me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
So I know you guys were writing candidates for this election. So what was your inspiration to run? Why were you writing candidates? Why didn't you put your name on the ballot? Explain.
Yeah, I've always thought about it. We've always joked about it since like freshman year. Just like, you know how they say there's like a little bit of truth to every joke. And I guess as like a second year, like I do believe like my upperclassmen have more years on their Fairfield and more experience under their belt. So it's kind of like a confidence thing. But I really did heavily think about it, and it was kind of like past like the deadline for declaration, like it expired, and people around me were just like wondering, staff, faculty, and friends were just wondering like, why didn't I run? And it gave me like, I guess in a sense, that boost of confidence that like I wish I had beforehand. But I kind of just one night, just Brian's a commuter, so he's obviously home by one night, just kind of just FaceTimed him, and I was just like, hey, what if we still like give it a shot? And we spent like hours that night, like late at night, just fleshing the whole thing out. Because if we're gonna do it, we're gonna do it like we do it with a good intention and like really have everything, our campaign and everything figured out. So we fleshed it out all that one night, and it took some time, and it took a lot of like, it was like a lot of back and forth, but like in a good way. And yeah, and then we decided to just go. Since we didn't really declare as candidates, we had to go as write-in candidates. There's like a lot of limitations within that. So we didn't want to like step over anybody's shoes or like get like there's like a strike system, but I don't think they still have that now in the FUSA court. But we just didn't want to like risk anything, so we just waited we couldn't like really campaign, and the campaigning was word of mouth until just like the ballot opened. I don't know if Brian wants to add anything.
Yeah. So yeah, he did FaceTime me late at night, and you know we were fleshing it out, and it may seem like very sudden for everybody, but we definitely had time to reflect on it. And hash out what we're gonna do, how we're gonna do it. So it definitely was a surprise for everyone, thinking that we did it like really last minute, but we definitely had time to really hash out what we wanted to do and what our platform was gonna be, and make sure we do it the right way. And not mess anything up, and go about it with, like you said, with good intentions. And what we want to do is good for Fairfield, and make sure that we have make a good experience for students here on campus.
That's really good that you guys sound really genuine with what you wanted to do. It's cool that you wanted to think it through, and you didn't like rush to, you know, like you thought about it, and that was an important FaceTime, I guess. But how did you get 356 people to write your names in that ballot? That's kind of crazy. I mean, so I know for me, I was sitting right outside the Stag, and I was with one of my friends, and Kevin Cammy comes up to me, and he is holding up his phone with this QR code, and your name's on it, and he's like, gives this little elevator pitch, like, hey guys, these two guys are really awesome. So we literally took 2 seconds, scanned the code, wrote your names in, and there was like 10 other people sitting up there too, and he got everyone to vote for you. So I literally saw it before my own eyes, like 10 people. So like, why did you decide to do it that way? That's kind of like crazy, but it's effective, I guess.
No, Kevin Cammy is definitely our MVP, to be honest, during our campaign. So shout out to him. But we really couldn't like, if we wanted to post to social media, I think we had to go through a whole process. And if we wanted to, we couldn't do it until the ballot opened. And there's really like, the ballot's open for like 3-4 days max, and it's like we thought about it, there's really no point to just trying to like campaign social media, gain the followers. Like it's really unrealistic, especially given that it opened Thursday night and the weekend is the weekend. No one's going to, you know. So we used some of the weekend nights, but everything was just word of mouth, and Brian could talk about it more as well. But we literally just went into the quad, like freshman dorms, and just knocked on every single door that like literally opened to us, and then we just told them.
Me and Kevin Cammy were going together around the quad, around the dorms around there. We were working effortlessly and tirelessly to try and get these votes, trying to convey our vision for FUSA and student life, and just try to rack in as many votes as we can, just by word of mouth. So, you know, you can imagine I was given the same spiel over and over again.
Did you get it down to a science? Like, was it like?
I definitely got it down. Like after a couple of doors, I was like, all right, I know what I'm gonna say. I know want them to hear, so they understand what we're trying to do. But yeah, like we got some buildings. It was very like nerve-wracking at first. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to go through the quad and try to tell them what we're trying to do. But eventually, like you said, I got it down to a science and like was able to convey what we wanted to do and our vision for it. So
that's really cool. It's such a crazy way to just go out and like ask people. That's kind of crazy, but it's honestly effective. Like that's a real way to get someone to do something for you, you know, like literally go up to their face and ask them like, hey, do this for me, you know, like a social media post, like people don't want to do the work, you know, like people are kind of lazy. So if you like go in their face and say just, hey, can you do this? Like it's kind of effective.
And I feel like it helps them get more engaged as well, because some people didn't even know what FUSA is.
Yeah, true.
You know, some freshmen don't. So I think it helped them understand what it is, and especially maybe want to be more engaged with it next year in their sophomore year.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I know like the friend that I was sitting with, she's not involved like with, I mean, I knew about it, but like I know some of the people that were sitting around us like didn't even know what FUSA was at all, like you're saying. So it's like cool that you got these random people who don't even know to vote. That's pretty awesome. Like, what was the student feedback like after you guys won? Like, what were people's reactions?
Well, we had like a lot of supporters, and they were all just happy for us. I guess the people who did vote for us, they were like, when we gave them our pitch, they were like, we hope you guys win. Like, it was a good pitch. Like, we fleshed out our campaign and platform, so with good intentions, and they really liked it. So they were like hoping that we won. But
I think we definitely felt supported, especially with our circle, and then just people we definitely talked to that we felt really supported. There's nothing much else to say. Like, we definitely got that support that we needed to keep pushing for what we wanted to do and try and win.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm just wondering this. So I know Gio and Connor were like the only names on the ballot. Well, I know this might be a little controversial to talk about, but like, did they know that you guys were running?
I'm not sure, to be honest. Like, it's not like we like try to keep it a secret, but we just really couldn't like outwardly just express that we are like running, because we didn't declare. So we're running as write-in candidates, but we didn't declare our candidacy. So we were just like very cautious how like we word things. And actually, I have no idea, to be honest. It's not like we were keeping it a secret, because we were telling literally everyone. So whoever we might have run into like some of Gio's friends or anything, but it's just we were just like tell as many people as we can.
Yeah, there's like limitations. So we're not able to do much like as a declared candidate. So
definitely
a lot of limitations that we couldn't do. So we just had to do word of mouth, and if he heard it, he heard it.
It's funny that they were the only names on the ballot, and then they got like beat out. You know,
it was scary, because like they literally had to like press like write-in candidate and write us in, and like some of them like we just had to just trust them that they actually wrote us in, because we know it's like it's just easier to just like press like a button and just press them in. Like it's harder to just type things, but we just trusted people who said that they did what we asked them to.
Yeah, definitely. What are your plans for office? Like, so give me your little spiel now. Give me that thing that you got down to a science. What is your spiel? Like, what do you want to do for your time?
Well, we joined FUSA through the Health and Wellness Committee. We're still in the Health and Wellness Committee. I'm the co-chair, and Brian's the fitness and nutrition rep. So one of our campaign points is just sustainability principles and student wellness. We just want to continue the work that we do off of health and wellness and branch that into our campaign and just keep doing that work. We love doing the work we do for health and wellness, and we just want to continue that. And we definitely thought that was like a major part of our campaign, and just things such as like doing campus cleanups, or just we're trying to do like an eco fair, just have different vendors like for the month of April, just being able to do initiatives such as TerraCycle that our representatives also working on. So just being able to work with them as well, but just continue to improve our campus and student wellness, and just how the Health and Wellness Committee is just based off the different dimensions of wellness. And we want to be able to just show that wellness comes not only mental and physical, but as well as financial, as well as spiritual, and just be able to show that awareness, as well as just spread the awareness of the resources that we have, because they're all amazing people and staff, and they're really supportive. And then our second one, Brian can talk about.
On commuter student support. Of course, I'm a commuter myself, and I've been gratefully engaged in a lot of things, and most commuters sometimes don't have that privilege. So I want to be able to make sure they have the resources they need the resources to be successful. And I have a lot of relationships, especially with Habibo. He's a notable commuter that a lot of people know, and working with him to make sure that commuters get the resources they need, the tools they need, also feel included and engaged on campus, because I feel like as a commuter, it's really hard to really get engaged on campus besides just knowing other commuters sometimes in the commuter lounge. So I want to make sure they have the resources they need, whether that be through initiatives that I plan with Habibo or just small activities that we're able to do. Just make sure they really feel included and engaged on campus.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And with commuters, we also say like just the Bellarmine campus as
Yeah,
well. So being able to
that's
come
big
because they're
too.
also commuters, and just continue the work that has been done by either the current president has been continuing to do there. And then like our third and final one is like, it's called like Stag Safety, like campus nightlife and culture. And we pretty much just want to like promote and incentivize more just on campus activities, because we do feel that a lot of people tend to go off campus to enjoy just their nights and their evenings. And by all means, I'm not saying for them to just stay on campus, but just to be able to give them, in a sense, more options. We're hoping to like utilize like the levee and the stag for like, because we know it was used in the past as well for just the nightlife, and we just want to improve that campus culture. I do know that BC, Boston College, has a system implemented where like you can have registered residence hall events and parties, in a sense, with as long as you follow like a certain guidelines, like you give them a roster of people. You also have snacks and waters included. So being able to implement a system like that in here, we would love to do that, just to be able to give them more option. We have DPS officers who, in the case of an emergency, can take care of us and be able to just give them more options.
It's cool. And it's cool that you guys are like connected to the causes that you want to try to improve, like with the
Yeah.
health and wellness and with the commuter stuff. So yeah, that's cool. It sounds, and I feel like sometimes presidents can like kind of like try to do something that's like a little bit too much, you know, like they're
Yeah.
trying like outside their reach kind of, but it sounds like it's like what you want to do is really manageable and like, and you guys are connected to it, which like makes a big difference.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's awesome. Like, okay, so how do you guys feel about like running, like being in office now? Are you guys nervous? Like, how do you feel?
Yeah, I'm 100% nervous. I mean, when we got the news, we both were just kind of like just sitting there, shocked. I'm a person that's not very like, I can't handle like good news well. So like a birthday gift or Christmas gift, I just don't know how to act. So but we are nervous. It's a very quick turnaround, and by all means, we do love it. It's a lot of work, but in a good way. But we were surprised with how quick the turnaround was, just because we have to like do our own executive cabinet for next year. So we released applications. We have to do interviews now. We have one today at like around 12:30. But yeah, I mean, it's good work. I mean, we were notified, but we have like helpful leaders. The current president right now, the Office of Student Engagement Advisors, they're all very supportive, and we know we could get through it. But we're excited. I'm excited. I know he's excited too.
Yeah, no, I am. I was, like you said, we were just sitting there. Like if you saw a video of us, we were just like, oh wow, like this is really happening right now. That was definitely my reaction. I was like, wow, we really did this. But like I said, we put in the effort and work to win. So as soon as we won, I was like, all right, it's time to get to business. Make sure that we do what we said we were gonna do, and do it the right way, and make sure that we improve student life. So it's definitely like, wow, this happened, but now we're definitely excited. We have a great supporting team, the advisors, like you said, and the current president really helping us in this transition. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I'm excited to see what you guys do. It's like super cool. It's an awesome story of your like you're come to, you know what I mean? Like it's an awesome story, and I'm excited to see what you guys do. And so like I just want to get to know you guys, like so students know a little bit more about you guys too. So like can you talk about like what you're majoring in and like what your interests are a little bit too?
Yeah, I'm a electrical engineering major with concentration in computer engineering, and I have minors in math and physics. I always loved like science and math, so going into college, I came in undeclared as an engineering major, but I ended up choosing electrical. I got convinced by staff, and I have been enjoying it. Extracurriculars, like I'm part of just Lucy Cats, just the FUSA Health and Wellness Committee, the Latinx Student Union Club as an e-board member, and as part of NSB as well, but the National Society of Black Engineers. But I basically just like, I've enjoyed like sustainability related things as well. So that's part of the reason why I joined the FUSA Health and Wellness Committee. I've been able to be in part of just a bunch of different like talks with engineering because of my advisor as well as my teachers, and they helped me. So I just been enjoying just like the work I've done to just improve, whether it be student life, campus, like environmental environment.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm nervous. But
You're doing great. You guys are awesome.
But yeah, I mean, that's a little bit about me. I'm very I like to see every person just smile or put a smile on their face. And I know that might sound cheesy, but yeah, that's a little bit about me.
That's cool.
Yeah.
My majors are finance and international business, and I have a minor in politics. For me, getting into those majors, I kind of just grew up not financially too stable in my family, so like I definitely wanted to get into the business world and understand money and stuff like that. Politics, it's become kind of a passion recently for me. Just everything going on around the world. I wanted to have like substance behind what I say and understand everything that's going on in the world. So I feel like those three really incorporate, like they kind of tie in together, especially with everything you see in the world. I am in the Health and Wellness Committee, so I'm fitness and nutrition rep. That's been a big part of my life, fitness and nutrition. Ever since I was little, I was a skinny kid. So like building up from that in the gym, that's really been helpful for me physically and mentally. And I feel like we could do a lot with that in our time as vice president. I like to dance. That's one interest.
That's cool.
I don't know what else. I'm in Lucy Cats as well. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I feel like it's important for students to like know who you guys are, like a little bit more about you, which is cool. And you guys have cool interests, and definitely, I feel like you guys are going to make a good team, That's awesome. And wait, are you guys, so like, what's your relationship together? You guys been friends for a while, or?
Yeah, I mean, we're both on second year sophomores. I don't know whatever the term is, but I met him through another friend of mine during my freshman year, and I was like, this guy's such a loser. But no, I'm just kidding. No, we just hit it off. We hit it off. We had like a lot of just the same interests, and like he kind of reminded me of my friends back home. Don't take that to your head. But yeah, we just got closer ever since then. We've hung out whenever we could. But yeah.
Yeah, no, I was like, damn, I have to talk to this guy. No, yeah, we definitely built a long-lasting relationship since freshman year. That's carried on now, and I feel like it helps with our chemistry, especially with what we're gonna do. So yeah, I'm really excited to work with him.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, thanks so much. This is awesome. Like, great to hear you guys talk about everything, and I'm excited to see what you guys have in store for the future. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Is there anything else that you want to tell the students, like, before we end?
Thank you to everyone who supported us and voted for us, and we promise we won't let you guys down. Yeah.
Yeah. Just we're gonna make sure to. Is the camera right there?
Yeah.
Make sure to improve student life, and make sure we do everything we said we were gonna do. And we're representing everybody. This is no sides here. We want to make sure that we represent the whole student body.
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to reach out. Don't be afraid to talk to us. We're just people.
Yeah. And they're very friendly. Even like setting this up and texting you guys, like you're like, oh, I hope you have a great day. Like, they're very nice, and and they're great to talk to in person too. So you have it here from me that they're great.
I feel bad. Like I feel like you just text. I can't be like, okay, I want to say like have a good day.
Yeah, that's good. I mean, that says a lot about a person. Like I would want someone like that, like as president. So that's cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for inviting us. We really appreciate it. I'm glad this was my first
First podcast.
Yeah, first podcast.
It's exciting.
Yeah, definitely.